What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are continuing with Smallville, and we are on to episode 13 of season 4. Now, we had to take a couple of days in recovery from the last episode, seeing as how tragic it was. It absolutely broke my heart, especially the ending. I just couldn't believe what had happened in that episode. There was so much that went on in it, but a little bit of a summary is that Chloe now knows about Clark's secret, but she hasn't actually told him that she knows, because of the realization that she had after becoming aware of his secret, and just showing how considerate and caring she is as a person. I absolutely love Chloe's character. She is one of the best characters in this show. I think she's absolutely phenomenal. We also had the very tragic death of Alicia after her triumphant return, and I thought she was a really fun character to bring back. I really loved the character development that went on with her character in the limited time that we had her. I thought she was really intriguing. I thought she was quite sweet overall, despite the crazy tendencies, and I loved the fact that she actually developed over the course of the 3 episodes. She actually got better, and we actually saw a change in her character despite the tragic demise. And I also really loved how that tied in with Clark right now, and his personal struggles right now, and where he is mentally, and how damaged he is right now, and how vulnerable he is to anything and anyone. And I'm really curious to see how that transpires into this episode now. I'm so prepared, but I'm hoping that it's going to be a fun and loving episode, because the last one was just really sad and tragic, and I need a little bit of hope back into me. So I'm really looking forward to this episode, and I hope you guys are as well. But without further ado, I think we're just going to jump straight into it now, guys. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're about to enjoy this reaction, and let's get to it. Where are we starting now? That's in my frat pie. Oh shit! Lois Lane. You know it's gonna be a good episode.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
He's shitting himself.
Now.
Lois is gonna drink these guys under the table. He looks like he's about to throw up.
Playing with, I've drunk vodka with Russian generals, black, even.
Stop talking. Start drinking.
Oh! Your death wish, bro. This dude is hanging on by the edge.
You got physicals coming up.
Who's this?
Stop stalling, let's go. Drink up or pay up.
Let's get everybody out of here, all right? I gotta wake up brutally early tomorrow.
This guy seems pretty straight cut.
I'm not even tipsy, asswipe.
Look at him! He just straight passed out. Lois Lane! Lois Lane!
Leave me alone.
Deep breaths.
I love how this started.
Wait up.
He's back up.
Shouldn't land right about now.
I got another game. Come on, baby. Give me some.
Ah!
I've got a game. Hide and I'll count to 1 billion. Ready, set, go.
Think you have any shot with her, you're
Oh,
surely
come on,
mistaken,
don't be
bro.
like
You
this.
got a girlfriend, bonehead, go bug her.
Come on.
What?
Oh,
Now don't you think hide and seek would have been a little more fun?
that hurt.
I love Lois, man. She's so perfect. Just walking out in her jammies like, I love her. I love her so much.
Go away. Please, God.
Ah, this is a full Lois Lane episode. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Whoever's pounding on a
We can just follow Lois at college.
Lois Lane?
Your mind.
Why are the
There's
police
been a
at her
report that you
door?
had Dave Cooper.
Altercation is defined as jock attacks, and I knocked.
Paralyzed. You're under arrest.
What? Lois paralyzed him. Holy shit. I mean, it was technically self-defense. He was trying to put himself on her, and he did try to grab her. So I mean, Lois should be fine, right? I mean, her dad's a damn general. I was kind of hoping we just followed Lois the whole episode.
Dad, we've been watching Met U football games since I can remember.
I know that, and I'm proud of you for it.
Then why? What every other high school kid dreams of.
Because you're not like every other high school.
Field, I am. I'm not even using my abilities, and I could be the news.
There'll be millions of eyes on you. You're going to be under a magnifying glass.
I have pulled it
Plus,
off
you'd
before.
never pass any of the tests, the drug tests.
You always told me not to walk away from something just because it's a challenge.
I also know you'll behave yourself this weekend.
Can't affect me, remember?
That's not the point. You're still underage. All right? Okay. Now, there's one more thing. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Have a great time.
Make the most of it.
Like
Yeah.
Future Met U Hall of Famer?
Oh, it's this kid.
Decent football player. You're on your way to the NFL, and you're...
Well, your boy broke my record for single-season TDs. I know so. Yeah, you got a heck of a ride ahead. Is remembering where you come from. You want to go say hi to Coach Quigley?
Sure.
I wonder if this kid played a part in that kid being coming back after Lois and getting paralyzed.
But nobody deserves to have that happen to them. He can't even speak.
Because why else would he be in the episode? And he seems so like straight cut.
A kick to the gut is not going to cause head-to-toe paralysis.
Maybe he sees it as like a punishment. Maybe he sees them as like taking advantage of a gift.
You were drinking, right?
Those days are over. No more alcohol, and rum cakes.
Suffering the biggest hangover.
On the left-hand side.
I mean, she nailed those shots like they were nothing.
Listen, know that we
No
were supposed
wonder
to drive
she's
a Met U
feeling
today,
it.
but-
Don't understand as much as I thought I did. About football.
Chloe,
Let's go, CK. Festivities are about to begin.
I'm so intrigued to see how their relationship continues now that Chloe knows, and how long is she gonna keep it from Clark? Because these questions are gonna keep popping in her mind.
Or I wouldn't offer you this job. What exactly is it that you want me to do? I have deep pockets, Jason. Vast resources, but the one thing I don't have is access.
And
Two
you
women
get
in
a
your life are
direct
somehow intimately
access.
connected. How you get the information is up to you. Now I need an answer.
Oh, I love this. I absolutely love it. I love how protective Lex has been. I also love how smart he's been and how much research he's done into this. And it's all coming together.
But his girlfriend Monique might.
How do you know it's his girlfriend?
When the card ends with "I'll love you forever and ever," it's a bit of a giveaway.
Girl from Saw is what? Alpha. They're on the hunt.
you can do everything but take off and fly.
You hit this button, operator's there to help you out with whatever
I don't
you need.
trust
See
this
on
Jeff
location in this
dude.
movie? I mean, you get a lot, but they expect a lot in return. You have to be better than good. You have to be a hero out there.
I was close. I was thinking he was gonna say super.
Thought you might want to see where you're going to be spending your Saturdays.
Imagine if Clark actually does go to this university for football. That would be so interesting, but I don't know if he would. I mean, it's just not in his future. Imagine getting greeted like this.
Now, I know a lot of other schools are coming at you, but you go with Met U and you're gonna win a national championship.
Sounds good to me.
Try this on.
Ah, he's got his own jersey.
Hey.
Man, that's so cool.
If there is anything that you...
Booster's trying to sweeten the deal.
Continue, Clark. These guys like me and you.
Wow, this is amazing. Dude.
That is so cool, man. Like, could you imagine that? That is awesome. Speaking of, the scene change. God damn.
How about a tour of the house?
Clark Kent, the luckiest man alive.
From what we hear, not only do you have an incredible arm, you've got great hands.
Really,
He's just a good little farmer's boy. Oh,
window.
Yeah, if you
this is so awkward.
Some sweaters filled out in there. Can I get something to drink?
Oh my god. Oh no, Clark. How has this situation fell away from him?
And maybe something to eat?
Lois, what are you doing here?
Lois hiding in the closet.
Coop is meeting with a newspaper reporter and being super secretive. It has something to do with the football team, but I don't know what it is.
And they're back. Stuff her back in the closet. Oh my god. That's that little smirk, man. I said it all. Like, what? Just roll with it, Clark. You're protecting Lois by doing it. Just roll with the punches.
Hey, buddy. Feeling better?
Ah, it is him. It is him. You bastard.
I see it's starting to wear off.
What has he done? He's like, has he got like some sort of like paralytic toxin or something? What is he? He has a power? Oh, that would be terrifying. Imagine getting killed like that. Being conscious but paralysed and watching us. Oh my days. Why did he do it though? So why was he going to expose him? How long did he know about the secret?
The trial, I want to hear what Jeff knows. Speaking of Jeff.
Lois isn't the kind of girl to take a back seat, Clark. You should know this.
Coop's dead, Clark.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Lois is going to be on trial for murder
An
now.
hour ago. I can't tell you how to pick your friends, Clark, but that chick seems like trouble.
I'm starting to figure that out.
Yeah, probably best if you tell her not to come around here. She's done enough damage already.
Look at the change from the upset to the anger. He knows that Lois can expose him.
I'm not gonna let that happen. Trust me.
How can I trust someone who's willing to lie for a living?
Ooh.
As far as I'm concerned, if you think that Lex knows something, then there's only one way to find out.
Lana is going to some extremes again. Lex right now. I'm surprised. Like, she's disregarding their friendship quite a bit.
Look, I understand he means a lot to you. But when you're ready to talk, let me know. You can let yourself out.
I wonder when Lana will come back to Lex. I wonder when she'll finally come back around.
He cared a lot about what was right and what was wrong. To Coop.
How did Coop find out about Jeff's powers?
Let's give him a party.
With how he treated him in the party, I can understand why he would want to expose him. But how did he find out?
But all that's gonna change.
Is this how he's so good at football? Because he can just paralyze all his opponents temporarily. I'm so interested to see what the power base is. Like, what is it? Just complete paralysis?
Sit tight. Be right back.
Ooh, he's shuffling them out very quickly.
I don't know, man. You fell over or something. I don't know. Don't worry about it.
That was all Clark needed to hear. Coop needs to be avenged. He was a dick, but he didn't deserve to die.
I just saw him touch this kid and he put him straight to the ground like he hit him with a stun gun. And the linebackers, they always say when they get stiff-armed by Jeff Johns, they don't know what hit them. They go down to the turf every time.
He can, so he can control how long it's for.
Is this gonna believe the Bulldog superstar has superhuman powers?
The pea peddler might know the truth about Jeff.
Can you track him down? I'm gonna try to find Jeff before he can hurt someone else.
Chloe's on pea peddler duty.
Time to see what Mr. Peabody knows.
I'm gonna go door to door in the dorm and see if I can get any insight into the real Jeff Jones.
She just doesn't want to talk to the dude that handles the pea.
In high school, I played ball fair and square, but now...
So he can choose not to use them, and he chooses to use them.
I need your pass to get in the dorm!
Yes, well done, Chloe. She spotted the number plate.
Lois!
Hopefully that'll come in handy.
Lois.
I think this is going to push Clark into not pursuing football, man. I hate this aspect.
It's okay. I mean, they keep those things under lock and key at the dealership. What are you gonna do, break in and rip open the safe?
Chloe is tormenting him. Look at that face. I can't wait to see how long this goes on for. How long is Chloe gonna play dumb? But Jeff has turned into exactly what Jonathan was talking about at the start of the episode, about using the powers and... Always have a choice, Jeff. He's going to drown her while she's paralyzed. That is crazy. I mean, he has to be a psychopath with how careless he is about doing this.
You know, that was a pretty quick errand, Clark. I mean, Metro Motors is all the way on the other side of the city.
I hurried.
Clark, are you picking up yet?
You're at 3rd and Grand. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Great. All right, let's go. I'll drive.
And he's gone. Oh, the smile. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Come on, Clark. You need to super speed beat up Jeff before he paralyzes you and then save Lois. Don't give him a chance.
Why isn't it working?
Oh!
I had to win so bad. I couldn't stop.
It's a direct reflection of all of Jonathan's fears on
You
Clark.
have to tell me.
Bust that door open!
Lois, can you hear me? It's okay. You're gonna be okay.
Oh, man. Concept of the deaths in this episode have been horrific.
Luckily.
But this decision you made, son, it shows integrity well beyond your years.
Why don't I feel good about it?
Because you have to give up everything at the moment.
Look at me, Clark. If you have your heart set on going to MetU or any other school, somehow, some way, your mother and I will make sure that you get to go. Is that understood?
Aww. I do love the Kemp family and their moments.
This photograph of Jason and his mother was taken in Paris a day before he met you.
Oh, shit.
His mom was in the Hamptons.
Look, Lana, I'm not going to be so presumptuous as to judge Jason's integrity.
No.
Contrary to what you may think, Jason's been aware of the Countess since he was a child.
Oh, no. I knew something didn't add up about him, but I didn't want him to be bad.
How well do you really know Jason Teague?
Please, no, no, no. Please, I don't want Jason to be bad. Oh, I knew something didn't add up, but oh no.
That wasn't the first time I've been invited to the disciplinary board's kangaroo court.
Why am I not surprised?
I was about to say the exact same thing.
The barracks?
Not an option. My dad's trying out the tough love approach with this isn't tough.
Is she coming back to Smallville?
Bend your knees and avoid the drivetrain and...
Lois.
And then, you know, if I have to sell my car for food, that's okay too. I've always dreamed of
What is she
being
going
a hobo,
on
riding
about?
the fires.
If you want, I guess you could stay with
You're a
us.
lifesaver. God, am I in need of a hot shower. Bill, I'll try to keep it under a half hour.
I was hoping that that was where it was leading. I love Lois Lane.
Looks like you've got a carpool buddy for weekenders back to Smallville.
You got into MetU?
Now I don't actually have to rob banks.
Oh, Chloe, congratulations. You deserve it.
You
Hey.
just have to. Everybody's all-American. You will still remember your old high school buddy.
Oh,
And you'll
she's
still
gonna
have
feel
me on
partly
campus.
responsible for this.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to MetU.
I'm proud of you, Clark.
You're proud of me. Why?
I just have a feeling that you're destined to do a lot more in this world than just score touchdowns.
Chloe, you've been saying a lot of weird things to me lately. What makes you think I'm destined to do anything?
Oh.
Just a hunch.
Oh man, the music hits just as the ending of that scene starts. Fuck, man. The Smallville music lately has been spectacular. And I One more final look. Distinctive colours there. Very distinctive. What an episode. I really enjoyed it. And that was exactly what I needed coming off the last episode, guys. Like, I can't tell you how much the last episode got to me. I'm hoping it portrayed perfectly in the reaction, because like it really moved me. Again, that was what season 4, it's definitely for me been my favorite season so far, and I'm only halfway through it. I've got to definitively say that, just because the episodes that have been powerhouses have been unbelievable from start to, like, I can't describe to you just how good they've been. And then to have the other episodes like this one, which is just brilliant in itself and a really fun story. I loved how we transitioned into this week's episode of the story revolving around football and Clark going to Met U University to pursue a potential scholarship, and the implications of what could happen if he did go down that life and try to live that scholarship, and the struggles that he would have. And we got to witness that in the perspective of another character in the name of Jeff Johns, with his abilities and how he was using them on the field to cheat and to always win, because the pressure got so much to him and he just became so obsessed with winning and the idea that he was the best, and this attention and admiration that he was getting, he just couldn't get enough of it, so he had to keep pursuing it and keep lying to be able to play. And I absolutely love, because I touched on it at the start of the reaction. I was going to mention it at the end, because I didn't actually think it was going to be a plot point, but I really enjoyed the pea peddler, because that was one of my first questions, was surely that Clark would be failing drug tests and blood tests if he was ever going to try and pursue a career in football outside of high school. So I really enjoyed that was brought in and used for Jeff to explain how he was doing it. I absolutely loved that Lois had a main part of the episode yet again. I really love every episode that Lois Lane is in. She is the best character in Smallville right now. Like, I absolutely love her. And I'm saying that, and I want to talk about Chloe in a minute, because I think she's been absolutely phenomenal this season as well. But Lois has just blown me away with how unbelievable she's been in such a short span of time, how integral and vital she is came into this story and came into the characters' lives. And, you know, she is the vocal point for Clark mainly right now, aside from Chloe. We rarely see interaction with him and Lana currently. They're really taking a break with what's going on in their respective lives right now. And it's understandable, especially after recent episodes, last one in particular, or last two. So I'm really enjoying Clark being in a position where he's interacting more with the likes of Lois and Chloe, and how much they're brought into it, and how much of a unit Chloe and Lois can be, because they're related in this world, and I just think that concept is perfect. I actually really enjoy that Chloe is the more journalistic, investigative reporter right now than Lois, and I can't wait to see that transition from Lois, especially with her characteristics right now and who she is and how she acts. And I just love her. I love every aspect about her characteristics. But I really enjoyed the murder plot around her in this episode, and I love how she started the episode at the frat party, drinking the lads under the table, and then kicking that one lad's ass when he tried to approach her and wouldn't leave her alone. Coop. I also quite enjoy, like I said, I enjoyed Jeff Johns and how he played into the episode as the antagonist. I really enjoyed his power as well. I would have been interested to, again, know a little bit more about it, but we got more than enough. Like, the power is that he can stun people, but to use it to such an extent he can actually paralyze them and inevitably put them in a position where they can be killed. Or we never know if he actually uses power to a full extent. Could he actually just kill them in one go? That would have been an interesting thing to explore. So I really enjoyed that. I loved how it paralleled Clark as well, and what was going on in his life and his story currently for this episode in particular, and the football story that's been looming over this season. I'm really sad to see it end, though. I really am sad to see it end, because I quite enjoy the sports aspect that they put into Smallville, and I loved how Clark was involved in it currently. I'm a big sports fan myself, as you guys probably know by now. So this story was very nice for me. I really did enjoy it. And it'd be a shame to not see it continue, but ultimately I do like the resolution they came to. I also really like how Jonathan and Martha acted this episode, I suppose. But that being said, I do feel like the last 2 episodes has been glossed over a little bit in regards to their relationship, and I wish there was a little bit more there, because with how Clark was in the last 2 episodes and what had happened with everything between them and Alicia, I just wish there was a little bit more there rather than it feeling so wholesome right now. Despite the fact that I love the Kents and I want them to have this wholesome family, I just wish we got that little bit of connectivity there. I wish Clark was still a little bit like resistant with them, or standoffish or anything like that. But yeah, I did really like the whole plot of this episode and how it was tied together. And Chloe, yet again, I loved her throughout this episode. She wasn't even I would argue she wasn't a main part of this episode. She was a side character that revolved around the plot, and she fitted into it really nicely. But I really enjoyed her plot points this episode. I loved how we got to see, because something I was most anticipating was the conversations between Clark and Chloe beyond last episode, and how she is going to act with him on a regular basis with the knowledge she now has about Clark, and the fact that nobody else has it either. It is just Chloe, to her knowledge anyway. And I loved all of their interactions throughout this episode. I love how she acted a little bit shocked and disappointed to an extent in him at the start of the episode, despite the fact it did initially annoy me a little bit, but I do understand it at the same time. It's one of those things where I understand it being a bit judgmental, but then I also understand Clark's perspective of it, because we follow Clark in that aspect so much more, especially revolving around his feelings and what's led him to this point. So I can certainly see both their points of view regarding it, but I like how she felt a little bit that way of him. I also like how there was, throughout the episode, subtle jokes about how, oh, Clark, but how are you going to do this? How are you going to get there? How are we going to do that? And Clark already knows how he's going to do all of them with his powers, and Chloe does as well, but she's just teasing him and tormenting him a little bit to be like, okay, how are you going to cover when I ask you this question that anybody else would ask you? That's essentially what she's doing, and it's Clark's subtle reactions that really made me enjoy them, because at first it seemed like he felt like they were just very weird questions and coincidences that somebody's actually asking him out on them right now. But then I feel like towards the final one, something sort of, I don't know necessarily, and maybe I'm just overthinking it massively, but I felt like on that last one he was a little bit like, this is weird now. So I wonder how much longer this will go on, because eventually she will obviously tell him. I've got no doubt about that. But I really like the aspect of why she's not telling him right now, and the revelation she had in the last episode. Towards the end of this episode, it really got to me again with the conversation between Clark and Chloe, and how she was telling him she was proud of him, and how she says that she feels he's destined for so much more. And then the music hits just before the scene changes. And I got to talk about the music for a second, because Smallville's music has been fantastic. Like, it always is, right? But this season, like, I feel like it's just hit a little bit more. Like, I feel like the timing has been like the tiniest bit better, and it's just hit that much better. Like, I love how that transition, because the music was perfect for the Clark sort of saying goodbye to Met You and the football life. But how they put that on the end of that conversation with him and Chloe, and what they're talking about, and the meaning that it has, and coming off the last episode, and the music in that scene, and Clark and Chloe talking by Alicia's grave, and when, it just is brilliant. It's fucking amazing. They're making perfect scenes right now. The story woven together is so well done, and what I like so much about, what is so intriguing about this whole season, is every aspect of the season feels like it's on the same level. Nothing feels like it's launching itself far superior. And I say that when I'm talking about Lois in the highest extent that I am, and then I don't talk about like the main plot right now with like the Stones and such, and the Countess, which we got a lot of information on in this episode, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But I love how everything fits in together right now and how it all feels seamless. Like, nothing feels out of place. Like, the story feels really well suited for everything that is going on with our characters' lives right now. How everything is tying in together is really well done. I like how we're dealing with mental struggles in Clark specifically as a forefront this episode, whilst also having the main plot more so revolving around his character and him being brought into it, as opposed to it being directly related to him at the moment, which I just love. And I love how our other characters are more directly involved in that, and it's giving them much more meat in their story, despite the fact that we're not maybe seeing them as regularly in lesser capacities, like Lana and Lex. I love what's going on with them right now and how the Countess story is coming back around. I love how conniving the story between Jason and Genevieve seems to be. I'm so interested to find out more because I knew something was up about Jason. I hope he's not a villain. I really do, but more and more is not adding up, and I knew something wasn't right. So I'm really curious to see what sort of answer we get for that situation and what is the eventual reveal around everything that is going on. Obviously, Genevieve is trying to get something from Lana's relative or the witch ancestors, and Lana is a very key factor in that. Maybe she needs to reincarnate the witch in Lana to get something out of her, and that's where we're transitioning. There is so many possibilities of shooting through my brain right now. It's hard for me to fixate on one. And then we've got all the stones that tie into it as well. We've also got Lex, who's doing his own type of research, and I do believe he is defending Lana, but I also believe he has his own agenda, as always. So I'm curious to see how those two things conflict with one another and how it maybe changes Lex's results or the outcomes that he may inevitably come to. I'm really interested to see that. I hope we get a lot more of Lois in future episodes now as well, especially the fact that she is staying with Clark again. I can't tell you guys how much I loved that in the first 4 episodes, and how ultimately, well, or the first 2 episodes I should say, and how ultimately devastated I was when she left. And to have Lois back in that way, and to make it so blatantly obvious that she's going to be staying with Clark, so she has to be in the next fucking episode. If she's not, I'm going to be so pissed. It just feels, for me, amazing, because that's exactly what I wanted and exactly what I hoped for going into this episode and the rest of the season. So I'm glad. I'm more than happy to be able to see Lois Lane again. I love, like I said, I've already talked about Clark and how much I loved his character throughout this episode and how it paralleled everything that's happened with his story throughout all 4 seasons of him always wanting to be a footballer, how his dad's felt, and then actually being able to witness somebody who has had a first-hand lifestyle similar to what Clark is living, despite the fact he's not an alien, and seeing how how he has gone into using his abilities and to the extent he's gone and to the position he's put himself in at this point in time because of the pressure and the worries and the struggles of wanting to be the best and becoming sort of obsessed with the attention and the power that he's gained from it. So he went to any means to retain that, and I like how that sort of reflected a possible future for Clark, despite the fact we all know he never would have inevitably got to that. It's interesting to see that that is a potential possibility, and then Clark being able to acknowledge the worries and the other aspects that maybe he hasn't been able to see for so long because he's been craving it for so long. And ultimately, despite the fact he can't pursue it permanently, he has finally been able to live that dream and have that satisfaction to some extent, and, you know, be the golden arm of Smallville, and you know, have attention from his school, and to the attention he got in this episode as well, you know, from the university trying to persuade him to commit there. So I thought that was all really well done. I thought the episode was really fun, like I said, and it's exactly what you needed coming after the last episode and the heavy hitter that was, and the I would say 2-parter episode that was 11 and 12, because of how powerful it truly was. So I'm really, really happy with how they did this episode, and I'm really looking forward to getting into the next episode, and I hope you guys are looking forward to checking it out with me. But let me know what your thoughts and opinions were on the episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What did you think of the murder plot aspect? How did you feel about Lois Lane coming back into it and having a prominent part again, despite the fact she is in a lot of episodes this season? I just love talking about Lois, so I want to hear your thoughts on her as always. But I also want to hear your thoughts and opinions, especially on Chloe as well, and how you feel about her character after the revelation, how she is acting, how you felt when she found out, and what were your initial feelings on how she would react, and how she would continue to act beyond this point. Did it surprise you? Did it not surprise you? Are you happy that Chloe was the next person to know as well? I am, and I loved how it transitioned into this episode. And how did you feel about Clark in this episode and the story that revolved around him? And one more thing I suppose I want to know is, how do you feel about the storyline this season for season 4? And how do you feel about the stones and the witches and that whole aspect revolving around Lana and Jason's relationship? Because although I can understand if people wouldn't necessarily enjoy the season as much, especially coming off something like season 3, I really appreciate it because I can see what they're trying to do. They understand what, at least I get from what they're trying to do here, is they're acknowledging that their main part of this season isn't supposed to be the overarching plot. It's supposed to be the introduction to Lois Lane, developing that relationship in the early stages and seeing how it lays the foundations. And clearly it is opening this world up into the larger DC universe. In the introduction of Bart, in what happened between Clark and Lionel, and opening up that whole box, introducing Virgil Swan's assistant, the whole story with the witches and that aspect now being brought into this DC world, into the Smallville world from DC. I can only imagine we're going to be getting so many more familiar faces and characters as time goes on. Like, I can definitely see what season 4 is doing. I feel like the plot of season 4 isn't supposed to be... the main plot of season 4 isn't supposed to be the stones and stuff. Although that is the plot that we're chasing throughout the season, because it's the vocal point. It's the thing that you tether on to from start to finish. If you guys understand what I mean by that, then... you'll get it completely, and if you don't, then I don't think I can explain it in any other way. It's just one of those things where there's more about this season than just the overarching supposed story, because you've also got to remember the overarching story, ultimately, of Smallville is Clark Kent's journey, and it's him growing up and eventually becoming the man, the icon and figure that we all know and love and are very familiar with. So that being said, when you think about those things, I think season 4's plots have been absolutely stellar, and I can't wait for the next episode, and I hope you guys can't wait for the next episode either. But like I said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I love to hear from you and interact with you, and if I missed anything in particular that you guys wanted me to mention, please let me know that down in the comments below. But I think this is where we are going to end it now, guys. I think I've covered everything. I don't think I've missed anything, but if I have, like I said, then let me know that in the comments down below. So I hope you all enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe for more. I do really appreciate all your support, guys. It does mean the world to me, and it helps me produce these videos as quickly as I possibly can, so thank you for that. Stay tuned for the next Smallville reaction, or whatever reaction I get out first, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.